I try.
Okay.
What's that on your shirt?
Musky slime.
What's up, yins guys? Welcome back to Fishing PA with Ryan Reed. I have a very special episode for you today as we are at the Linesville Hatchery up here in Linesville, Pennsylvania. Now today we're going to be working with Jared Sayers and we're going to be stocking some muskies. I'm super pumped about today, super excited. I've been looking forward to this for a few weeks now to have the opportunity to come up, work with Jared and stock some fish. So today we're going to talk about Fish and Boat. We're going to talk about the Musky Stocking program. We're going to talk a little bit about Muskies Inc. and we're going to stock some muskies. So we're going to go meet up with Jared and we're going to go out and we're going to be actually stocking Conneaut Lake today. So beautiful Conneaut Lake. They're going to get some muskies. We're going to film the whole thing. Let's go get after it.
I'll get you some better candidates.
3/16.
Hey, I measured for a living. 13.
Sit up here for you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I know you better than that. 14 and a quarter.
You did a hell of a job, though. I'm glad to hear about that. You got one 14.
14. Stocking muskies with Jared Sayers.
Look at the size of these fish.
Look at them. That's a big one. He's like 15. That's probably 15. That's a big one. Look at that. That's a nice fish there. Wow. Look at that. Look at that one. Is that a big one?
Hi, Sam.
Wow. Wow. That's a healthy muskie. What's that on your shirt?
Musky slime.
That's a slimer.
Stragglers, we already netted off the majority of it.
Alright, so the last time we were here was the beginning of April, and we spawned some muskies. Jared, how old are these fish?
These fish are 74 days old.
So 74 days later, this is what we ended up with. So how big are these fish?
The fish are 4.5 inches right now. They're just about ready to go outside to the outside raceways. As soon as we finish up stocking next week with the yearlings, so then we'll move these guys outside to those raceways where we loaded the trucks from this morning.
Really cool stuff here. Really cool stuff that Jared and his team is doing up here. Just so awesome to see these eggs actually turn into little baby muskies.
These are like 5-day-old channel catfish. Are those cool or what? They
That
look
is
like little,
so awesome.
they're great because they don't look like little fry. They look like channel catfish.
They look like catfish. They even have the little whiskers.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Wow. That's so cool.
And these ones here are about a week and a half old. That's how fast they grow.
A week and a half?
Yep.
Wow. That is a big difference.
They like warm water. We raise them at 80 degrees and they grow extremely fast.
Cool. That's really neat too.
And they never stop swimming.
Never stop swimming. Jared just said they have bass too.
So the biologists have asked us if we could raise a larger bass. Usually when we introduce bass into a water, it's usually after a dam is refilled and you just need them introduced. So we stock little guys, 1 to 2 inches. But the biologists have asked us if we could stock something later in the summer that could help control panfish populations, so we have a little bit more of a higher survival rate. Oh, the bass.
Wow.
So we have these largemouth bass in here that we've taught them, we've trained them on the dry food, and we keep them at warm water, and we'll raise these guys to fall and get them up to 5 or 6 inches, so they have a pretty good survival rate, and the biologists can use them as a tool to manage their waters better and keep the panfish populations in the proper ratios.
You guys do so much here, so it's just awesome. Awesome stuff. So boys and girls, we got to spend some time with Jared this morning. We got to stock 700 muskies in Conneaut Lake. Such a cool experience here in this area up in Linesville and then going back down to Conneaut. Now, I also really wanted to spend some time. Jared just kind of showed us some of the catfish and some of the largemouth bass that they got going on here. This facility is just so cool. They do so much good work here for the fisheries in the state of Pennsylvania. It's important to highlight that. So next time you guys get a chance, make sure you come up to the Linesville Hatchery, see if you can reach out to Jared or just come visit the site. It's a really cool thing to see, and it's just really important to understand what they do here and what this facility does for the state of Pennsylvania, especially for you guys as fishermen. All right, Yins guys, so we just ended what I would consider would be an epic day of musky stocking. Super excited to be a part of this today, and I just wanted to kind of close this video out with a couple of thoughts. And I actually got Conneaut Lake here directly behind me, and I'm actually going to be back up here on Saturday doing a little bit of fishing, so I'm super pumped about that as well. Now, a couple things about the musky stocking program I just wanted to touch on. Number one, the hatcheries do a fantastic job throughout the entire state of Pennsylvania when it comes to stocking, not only with muskies, with the walleyes, with the catfish, with all these other programs that they're managing. So they do a fantastic job from an agency standpoint, and we really don't give them enough credit. They're out here working extremely hard to manage and better our fisheries. So I just want to make sure I stated that. Now, the musky stocking program, it's critically important to the state of Pennsylvania. Our muskies don't naturally reproduce because of how fertile our lakes are. So to come out here and stock these fish, it's critically important what we're trying to accomplish to build the fishery. Now, one way you guys can support this effort is to go out and get that voluntary musky permit. That money goes back into the fishery and really helps this program. So please take a look at that musky permit. It's critically important to what Jared and what really Fish and Boat is trying to accomplish with this program. And another thing is Muskies Inc. Muskies Inc. really supports the minnow fund, which ultimately helps feed these fish and grow them to the size that we see now. Now today when we stocked fish that were 13.5 inches long on average. Some of those fish were 15. We had one or two that was probably 17. So the growth rate depends. However, that minnow fund really goes a long way to helping grow these fish. So if you guys aren't a member of Muskies Inc. and you do fish for muskie, please take a look at the organization. It's a great organization and it really benefits the muskie, not only with the stocking program, but it really helps fight for the muskie throughout the entire country. So I just want to give a couple of shout outs real quick. Joel over at chapter 16 and Jason at the Nittany chapter. You guys do a great job managing the clubs. Everybody that's involved does a great job overall. And I do want to give another shout out to chapter 69 and Zach Baker. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the tournaments. You know, Muskies Inc. hosts tournaments that really helps us kind of raise additional funds to go back into the fisheries. So please take a look at those organizations. They benefit the fish that we love in the muskie. So hopefully you guys liked this video today. It was super awesome to be a part of this. It was super awesome to see the fish, put my hands on them and get some video of the fish. I'm super stoked about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you do, hit that like button for me. If you guys like the content overall, please subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right guys, we'll be back up here on Saturday to fish this beautiful lake directly behind me. Until then, tight lines. We will see you next time.